of the Tsm'syen Arts and Culture Society open house. I have here with me a great renowned artist, Henry Kelly. Thank you so much for coming down. So one of the things that we would like to get to know is, what would you like to see the Tsm'syen Arts and Culture Society do for the community?
I believe in what we're doing. I believe this is a good cause. Like you said, every time you see a ship come by, a cruise ship, I know for a fact they want to see culture. But the only culture they see here right now is not Tsm'syen. It's either Niska, Haida, or there's nothing wrong, but it's just, this is the Tsm'syen land. They need the arts and culture, the arts, where we can get out, where they can get off the ship and visualize the longhouse there with canoes.
The culture is rich. From studying the art, the art is so, the culture is so beautiful, and it's so rich in the art. Just look at the land. This is the last pristine area. Once this goes, we're not going to have anything. Our culture is tied to, our identity is tied to the land, not just the arts and the culture. The culture is the land. You know, and that's my belief. I was raised by my grandparents, and I understand the old ways. We don't have that here. It's because we were colonized, because we're close. We're right beside the ocean here. It's not our fault. It's not the Tsm'syen people's fault. It's time to wake up and claim what's ours. You know, I mean, we're the stewards of the land. We don't own it ourselves, but we're the caretakers of this land. The medicines, everything is part of that. You know, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have the art. I was brought up in a residential era. That's another being colonized, they take you and you can't speak your language, and yeah, it's your identity. I know I'd be lost. I wouldn't be here, and I don't know how to say it any other way. I probably would have did something stupid.
So there's a lot more at stake here than just selling prints or putting up totem poles. There's healing that needs to be done.
There is. When I say our identity, I mean people are walking around. People that went to residential or are part of residential, their parents went, and they came home and like I seen stuff that I wish I didn't see. I went through stuff that, you know what I mean? I had issues with abandonment. I didn't like my dad. I didn't like my mom. How dare you give me away? But in another sense is, they used to do that in our culture, give the oldest away to the uncles, to the grandparents. So that's what they did. They gave me away so I could learn to. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the positive out of the negative. And the only way I could do that is go back to my culture and go and say, wow, I'm a native person. You know, I wanted to be white when I was growing up. I'm serious.
Wow.
I didn't like who I was. And by carving, it just brings it right out, you know, like teaching. I seen this little kid, he's on there, he goes, Mr. Kelly, and I was looking around. Oh, you're talking to me, you know, because I never heard that. But anyway, to see in their eyes light up, to see that, then I said, wow, there's something into this art. And the power that's in there, I don't know how to explain it unless you carve. When I say power in that art, it's the part of you goes into those pieces that you do. Whether you're negative or positive, but the people can feel that. They can feel your art. I had a woman got off the cruise ship from the Global Mail. And I was sitting there on the behind legs. I was carving away, and I had carvings on her like I do over there. And then she goes, excuse me, can I touch this? I said, sure, go ahead. Next thing you know, she's crying. She's crying away, and then I kind of got me curious. And she goes, excuse me, could I hug you? You know, and I got out and I said, okay. And I got up and she hugged me, and I was like this, I was kind of stiff, but then from then I knew whatever you put into your art, like especially if you're positive and you're trying to See, like I want to share this with you. When I started carving, when I first walked into a carving shed, I said, "Wow!" I said, maybe it was Henry Green. And I walked in there and I looked at all the art around. First thought that came to my mind was, "Man, this guy must be rich." I thought materialistic right away, and now it's got nothing to do with that. It's when I'm carving something and say when I'm almost finished carving it, what happens? I'm either gonna rush it, and then I'm gonna start making mistakes. Then I'm gonna carve through it and get mad and pissed off, throw it away, or try and finish it in a hurry, because my mind, I'm thinking about, gee, how much drugs and booze can I buy with this piece when I'm done? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, next thing you know, I go and try and flog that piece to the art world. Somebody's gonna say, I don't want that. I know, why come? Because I can see it and feel it. That's not you in there.
Right. I think even with starting all of this, I'm so focused on how do I make a living and how do I get more money, but there's more at stake. There's more healing to be done. There's something greater than ourselves.
Exactly. The rewards come later. You sacrifice yourself, there's the good and bad, black and white, right and wrong. The reward comes on the end of what you're doing, and you're happy. You see, now I understand why those carvers had so many pieces going. If they carve one piece, then you get tired. So you put that piece down, walk away, and go grab another piece. Say I'm doing a paddle, and I'm getting tired. So I know my body's telling me, put it down. So I put it down, I walk over and carve something else, a mask. Your energy stays up there. It stays in that positive.
Oh, wow.
I learned that on my own.
Right. Yeah.
And I do that with everything I do now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great outlet.
That's why my art is, it's different than a lot of other people. And it's my art. It's not my art, but if you know what I mean, it comes from me. It doesn't come from, I studied the books, I studied the history, and I looked at that. And, now I'm finding out I'm a better carver than I am a flat art. And here I used to go really into the flat parts.
Wow.
That's what I'm really understanding. And the rewards are coming.
Where can people follow what you do, or what can we expect?
Oh, I'm at the carving shed here.
Oh yes, yeah, you're in the carving
Yes,
shed. Yeah.
There was nobody in there for 10 years until I got in there.
Wow.
And I have pieces in the museum here. I have pieces in the Crest. I had pieces at Spirit Wrestler Gallery in Gastown in Vancouver, but they're closed down. I have pieces at Coastal People. So, and I'll sell to wherever. I sell to all over the place. So.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a great step forward in creating that healing and that outlet.
Yes. You know what I like? What just happened now? I had a young man come and ask me, and I like that. He came up to me and asked me. He was wow. He goes, I want to learn. Show me. Help me. I said, sure. Come on. And that's what it's all about. It's giving to the younger generation.
Yeah, they might not even know that it's okay. Okay, just ask.
Yeah, it is. It is.
They want it, right?
It is.
But they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful.
So, and you got to divide. I had to divide. Actually, the healing's been going on for some time. Getting rid of the alcohol out of my life. It's been a long, long struggle.
Right. No, I had my bouts with alcoholism.
Yeah.
I think we all.
Yeah.
We all have our vices.
Yeah, alcohol or drugs or whatever. Everybody's addicted to something,
right?
Or one form or another.
That's something that my mother has brought up. Is she would like to see more support for that.
Yes.
For all.
They need a treatment center here. Yeah. They need a focus of the culture is the main focus of healing. Mm-hmm. It took me a while to get started, but now I want to.
Yeah.
But
it's great, eh? And we'll talk more. I'd really like to come down there and have some words with you. And
sure.
See what's up with that.
Yeah, I got some. That's where my bigger projects are down there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.